breathing. Okay. Okay, so we are working with the energy of the waxing gibbous moon. The moon is moving more toward full. Monday we were working with the half moon. We did half moons. So we're going to, as we breathe, just imagine that our energy is growing as the moon is growing. And just let the breath feed that energy. But the thing about energy in yoga is it's a settled type of energy. It's not frantic, like I'm bouncing off the walls, I don't know what to do next. We're settling into our energy and we're feeding our own intentions, desires. We can put our energy where we want it to go. So let's just breathe into that. All right, turn your palms up. We're going to inhale energy up from the earth, bring it up through the palms. Touch your palms together and exhale, bring your hands to your heart. So inhale, ground down. To breathe up, lifting the arms, touch the palms and exhale. And one more time, really feel that energy fill you as you breathe in. And land with your hands on your heart. Take a moment to just think about where you want to direct your energy for the next little period of time. And then bring your hands down by your side, okay? And we're going to start moving the spine. So let's make this a nice feet wider than hip width distance stance here with the knees and hips soft. We want to start getting a little movement to the body. Arms out, elbows bend. Inhale, exhale, round into your cat. Open big into the cow. So it's just forward and back with the forearms heading toward each other. And of course, we never throw the head back. The head follows the spine. And the next time you're rounded forward, just press your palms together, exhale. Inhale, bring your fingertips up, and now step even wider, so at least mat width distance apart with the toes facing out, okay? All right, so we're going to take the right arm up, bend the knees, bend the elbow, take everything down, take it up, take it down. This time we tilt, so let your left hand be free here. Okay, so we come over, bend, up, bend, over, bend, up, bend, over, down, up, down, over, releasing that side body, down, up, down, over, one more, down, up, down, over, and bring it back. All right, same thing, left arm, here we go. Take it down, up, down, over, down, up, down, over, down, up, down. Waking up that side body, down, up, down, over, and one more, down, up. If you're going a little slower, just finish up. We'll all end with the over and come back to center. Inhale and exhale. So shake out your legs for a second. Keep them kind of wide. So for our twisting, we're going to let the hands come around the body and we're going to let the lower body move as well. Okay, so we start out tapping forward and back. And now let the arms start to come away from the body as they come up to shoulder height. And then start your immunity tapping, so gently tapping under the collarbone. And go ahead and take the arms back to wide and start taking them up. Coming back to shoulder height with that little immunity tapping. We're going to pause with the right hand to the left, right under the left collarbone, with the collarbone here. Press in with your fingers, press around, see if there's any tender spots, give it a little massage there. And then do the same thing with your left hand under your right collarbone. Feel around. And then we're going to let the arms start to come back around. And the next time your right arm is in front, your left arm is back. Turn toward your right leg with a little bend in the right knee. Fold over your right leg. And come back up and around. Turn toward the left and fold. All right, come on back to center and find your feet back under you. Let's do a big toes touching mountain pose here. So the big toes are touching, the legs make one big limb here, arms forward. And just breathe and see if you can feel your feet from this position square on the mat, okay? Feel your breath, see if your energy has changed any. And then let's come to the back of the mat. Remember, we'll be doing knee down plank, okay, to start with. If you prefer to do just the regular plank with your knees up, you know that move, you can certainly do that, okay? We'll be moving toward that as we go along anyway. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Remember, this is high, low, or anywhere in between. You decide, okay? Now let's go ahead and bend the knees, bring the hands to the mat, walk forward into a plank, knees up or down. Come into downward facing dog. Bring your right knee down, spin open, left arm up, knee down plank. Bring your left hand down, downward facing dog. Left knee down, spin open to the right. Hand down, downward facing dog here. Now if you think it would be fun, go ahead and take your right leg up and start to walk your hands back towards your left foot. Put that right leg down anytime you want. And when you get there, if your leg is still up, bring it down. Float the arms out and up, palms touch. And hands come heart center. Did that go too fast for anyone? Because everybody's done this before. Are we good? All right. We're going to do the same thing, and we're going to bring it to a knee up option. Remember, the word option is always there for you. Float the arms up, inhale. Exhale, swan dive. Bend the knees and hips. Find your plank. Could be knees up. Could be knees down as long as it's strong. Take it to downward facing dog. Right knee down, left arm up, spin open, stay here, or straighten your bottom leg. Left arm down, downward facing dog. Left knee down, spin open to the right, stay here, or take your bottom leg up. Right hand down, downward facing dog. Lift your left leg if you want and walk your hands back towards your feet. Foot down, float the arms out and up, palms touch. And hands come heart center. And release. All right, here we go. This is our final set. We're going to do it with knees up. You can do either one of the things that we just did. Float the arms up, inhale. Exhale, swan dive. Bend the knees and hips. Walk forward into your plank, knees up or down. Downward facing dog. All right, either bring your right knee down or come back into a plank with your knees up, spin open. Yeah. And come center, down dog. Bring your left knee down or come to plank, spin open to whatever side you didn't go to before. Bring the right hand down or whatever hand was up. Come into down dog. All right, you have a choice here. 2 feet up, walk your hands back to your feet, or bring your knees down and come into seated mountain pose. I didn't get any 2 feet up, did I? All right. You know you always have choices, right? Okay, so let's find seated mountain pose. Take a few breaths. Let's release the shoulders a bit. Inhale and exhale. All right, take a nice deep breath here, hands down by your side. Draw energy up from the earth. Palms touch. Bring your hands to your heart. And shake it out. All right, so planks are very strong core moves. And we're going to continue with very strong core moves with our boat. Okay, so let's go ahead. There are lots of options in both, so we'll go through them and you'll decide. Bend your knees, 2 feet to the mat, arms are forward, and we lean back. As far, so we find core engagement first, then we find core challenge, then we find the point where we just collapse. We don't want to go there. We want to go to core challenge and come up. So that's one way to do the boat, just keep the legs where they are. Let's take it back and extend the right leg. And come up, right foot down. Extend the left leg. And come up, left foot down. Okay, so that's one way of doing it with the foot down, right? Now we're going to do it with the right knee up, arms forward, extend the right leg, and come back up. Right knee back to tabletop, right foot down, left knee, extend, and come back up, and release. All right, everybody got one way they want to do it? We're going to go 4 right and 4 left. And some of you are thinking, there's another way. Yes, there is. Okay, if you want to try this, we'll do it once on each side together. Instead of having your knee bent, have your legs straight. And we'll come down and up. Whoa, and bring the foot down on the right. Left leg straight, forward, down, up, and release. Woo! We'll get to double leg versions. Right now, you're just going to pick feet down, knee up, one knee up, or legs straight. Got it? Arms forward. Here we go. Right 4 times. So the right leg is up, or you were extending on the right. Take it low boat to high. Take it low to high. Take it low to high. Who wants a canoe here? We all do. Take it low. Arms up by the ears. Here's the canoe. Hands down by your side. High boat on the right. Release. Woo, shake it out. All right. Is this all making sense? We're all good? Good to move on? Okay, remember, you could be doing this. You could be doing it without any leg extension. You can mix it up. Okay? All right, here we go. On the left. Left knee, left leg. And low boat to high. Low to high. Low to high, low boat, get ready, canoe option, arms by the ears, arms by your side, back to high boat, release, and shake it out. All right, take a couple of breaths. We're going to try the double leg version here. Let's start with 2 feet on the mat, knees bent, arms forward, extend both legs, and in, bring your feet back to the mat. That's a great way to do it. 2 knees up, arms forward, extend, and come in. Bring your feet down, take a break. 2 legs straight, whoa! Hopefully you'll do a little better than that. Arms forward, low boat to high. All right, 2 right, 2 left if you're doing single leg, or 4 total if you're doing doubles. Everybody ready? Knees, legs straight, feet down, low boat to high, low to high, low to high, low. Who wants to throw in a canoe here? And high, and release. Oh. All right, shake it out. We'll save the obliques for standing for later, right? Okay. Anybody's core woken up yet? Are we good? You're feeling it? I see you. You're feeling it. All right. So let's go ahead and release those hips then with a nice smooth water wheel. Take it down. Oh. Okay, let's just enjoy this for a moment. Hands by your side. Right knee in, point up, flex down. Just move that hip around. And the next time your right knee is in, just hold it in, flex your right foot, and reverse your water wheel. The next time your right knee is in, hold it in. Hold on to your right shin or hamstring and let your right leg come out to the side and back to center. Try and keep your left foot grounded and your left knee pointing straight up so you're not rocking over with the hips. We just want to move this right leg. Now extend your left leg any amount. Take your left hand outside of your right leg. Extend your right arm out from your shoulder. Draw your knees across your belly button. And then draw your knee all the way over as far as you can go with the right shoulder staying on the mat. Now as you come back through center, flex your right foot. Draw your right ankle across your left thigh. Draw your legs in towards you. Hold on to your shin. If your right knee is headed towards your face, just give it a little press away and then go ahead and move your legs forward and back, side to side, in a circle, one direction and the other. We're going to come back to center here. Extend the left leg and work that ankle, point and flex, and circle one direction and the other. Now let's come into cow's face legs, crossing tightly at the thigh. Your right thigh is closest to your body and move around. So just more releasing for the hip here. We're going to release, unwind, put 2 feet to the mat and let those knees gently open and close. All right, get ready. Water wheel on the left. Knee in, point up, flex down. And the next time your knee is in, hold it in, flex your foot, reverse, flex out, point up, knee in. And the next time your left knee is in, hold it in, hold on to your left shin or hamstring. Keep your right foot grounded, your right hip grounded, and let that leg open out to the left. This is your left leg. Out to the left and come back to center. All right, now extend that right leg any amount. Take your right hand outside your left thigh. Extend your left arm away from your shoulder, and we stop with the knee just past the belly button so we can sense into that IT band, get a nice feeling there. Now let the knee come farther over to the right as far as it can with the left shoulder still attached to the mat. And then as you come back through center, take your left ankle across your right thigh. Draw your legs in towards you. Think about this left knee. We don't want it heading straight for the face, so you might need to press it away. And then go ahead and move your legs forward and back, side to side. Remember to keep your left foot flexed too. Circle. Come back to center, take the right leg up, work that ankle, circle one direction and the other. Cow's face legs here, cross tightly at the thighs. And if your ankles or your shins are too far away, just hold on to the sides of your legs and move around. All right, come to center, unwind 2 feet to the mat, and just let those knees gently sway, open and close. Little butterfly wings here. All right, we are going to come to hands and knees. Make sure your knees have padding. So we'll do our one of our July poses of the month, opposite arm, opposite leg balance. The knees are right under the hips. Remember, you could be standing at a wall and doing this as well. If you don't want all that pressure on your wrists, your hands could be slightly forward of your shoulders. So find your position, engage the core. The right leg goes up. That hip didn't come up. The hip is still facing down toward the mat. Flex your right foot. The toes are facing straight down toward the mat. Left ear by the left shoulder. And release. All right, here we go. Left leg up. That left hip didn't lift, right? The toes are facing straight down. Right arm by the right ear. Even if your hands are on a chair or on a table and you're doing this, your hip is still pointing straight down. Bring the hand and knee down. All right, one more time each side. We're just going to float up nice and smooth, arm and leg. Right leg, left arm. And release. Left leg, right arm. And release. Okay, go ahead and take yourself into child's pose here. If you don't feel ready for child's pose, then just move your hips back and forth a few times and then go into child's pose. And then start to make your way to downward facing dog. As you walk your feet to your hands, take them a little wider with each step until you wind up with your feet mat width distance apart. Bring your forearms to your thighs, bring your hands to your heart. Press through the feet, lift, lift, lift tall, fingertips up toward the sky. We're going to step back into that closed leg mountain pose here. This was another pose of the month for July, our mountain pose, Tadasana. And breathe. All right, let's shake things out. So we are going to review high crescent lunge before we do our sun salutations, okay? And that way you can decide as we go through sun salutation. We'll do the first side with the knee down crescent lunge, so make sure you have padding for your knees. And we'll do the second side option, high or low crescent lunge. Good? Makes sense? Everybody? All right, here we go. Let's find the top of the mat. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Straight legs. Fold over your hip creases. Half lift. Bend the knees and hips. Fingertips down. We're stepping back with the right, coming into a lunge. Bring the right knee down. Point the toes and come into low crescent lunge. Okay, so now we're getting that front hip flexor, giving it a nice release, a nice stretch here. Okay, bring your hands down, step back to plank. Either knees up or knees down. If your knees are up, come to the tips of your toes, then chaturanga. Let's come into just a little cobra. Lift the hands. Release. Find down dog. You can go table to dog. You can do a little press up and back. How do you want to get there? Inhale and exhale. Then we take the right leg up, take a big step forward, and find our way to low crescent lunge. This time with the left knee down. Getting that front hip flexor stretch on the left. Bring your hands down, tuck your toes, lift your back knee. Take a giant step forward, nice and strong. Half lift. Forward fold. Press through the feet. Inhale. Palms touch. Hands come heart center, and release. I said we were going to review the high crescent lunge, and then just that fast I forgot. So now we get to do it now. Okay, all righty. I think I have, my brain is waterlogged from being in the pool too much. All right, so let's find mountain pose at the top of the mat here. Remember, the high crescent lunge is a balance pose, right? So if you're going to feel more comfortable with something nearby to steady yourself on, I'll show you another way to steady yourself without using the hand also. We're going to take a giant step back with the right leg, bend the left knee. So in the high crescent lunge, the back heel is lifted. The front knee is over the front ankle. But if you start to feel uncomfortable here, you can always bring your back foot down and see if that makes you feel more steady. Okay, so we're in high crescent lunge here. Yeah, you all know this, and yeah, I see the arms up already. Inhale and exhale. Remember, we're not dumping into the lower back, so we're reaching up and then step forward. Okay, so we're going to do that on the left. A big step back with the left foot. Left heel up, right knee is bending. Remember, you can steady yourself on the wall or a chair. You can keep your back foot down if that is more comfortable for you. Magnetize your thighs toward each other and lift the arms without dumping into your lower spine. Fix your gaze. And step forward and shake it out. All right, let's do that one more time on each side. So here we go. Maybe let's do it all at once. As you step back, lift your arms. Let's see how that goes. So let's step back, lift. And forward. And other side, whichever side you didn't do last time, step back, lift. And forward. All right, good. Good job. Okay, so this time as we go through our sun salutation starting on the left side, if you want to continue with the knee down crescent lunge, you do it that way. If you want to do it knee up, do it that way, okay? Remember, it's a little more challenging to come into within the sun salutation. You'll see that. So just be careful, be cognizant of what is working for you. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Take a half lift. Bend everything, touch the fingertips down, step back with the left leg. Now, engage your core, your right knee is bent. You can decide to bring your left knee down, or you can lift up into the high crescent lunge. Bring your hands down and step all the way back. Knees up or knee down, plank. Chaturanga. Now, let's work with this for a moment here. So we did a little cobra before. We're going to take the hands 6 inches away from the shoulders. Press the fingertips into the earth here, shoulders toward the ears, down the spine, lift into cobra on ridge tops. We actually do use the hands in this cobra to help lift up and release. Let's do that one more time. Lift cobra on ridge tops and release. We're going to place one hand on top of the other, place the forehead on top of the hands, bend the knees, and let the legs go side to side for a little spinal release here. We've done a lot of back bending. We've got one more high or low crescent lunge to go. So we're going to release the spine, bring the feet down. Now when you come into your cobra, think about lengthening the spine as much as possible. Okay? Spine lengthens. All right, here we go. We're taking the left leg up. Take a big step forward. Decide if you're going high or low crescent. Take it up. We'll all bring the hands down here and take a big step forward. Half lift. Forward fold, press through the feet, float the arms out and up, palms touch. And hands come heart center. And release. All right. How are you guys doing? Are we good? All right, so let's do a little just brush hands, because this has been very energetic. We're going to cool things down with brush hands and then do our oblique work. So take your feet, mat width distance apart with the toes turned out. Remember, this is very relaxing, soft. Arms gently up. Bend the knees. Brush your hands down. Up and down. Just find a pace that feels good to you. If you don't even want to bring your arms all the way up, it feels more relaxing to you to just bring them shoulder height, that you can do too. Remember, the knees are going over the toes. We're not setting the hips back. All right, after your next one, just bring your arms down, turn your toes to the right, turn your left toes in at an angle. We're going to brush hands to the right, lift the arms up, exhale over your right leg, inhale up, exhale, up, over the leg. Last one, come up, come back to center for brush hands center. Now take it to the left. Inhale the arms up and fold. Brush hands left. One more. And then 4 brush hands to center. All right, bring it back, shake things out. Inhale and exhale. All right, so we're going to now take the feet back to mat width distance apart with the toes turned out. Bring your hands to your heart with the palms facing down. Bend the knees, twist right. Come center. Open the arms to the right. Come center. Bend the knees, twist left. Come center, straighten. Open the arms to the left and center. Are we getting this? Right with the elbows up. Right with long arms up. Left with the elbows up. Left with long arms up. Right elbows, arms. Left elbows, arms. Right elbows, arms. Left elbows, arms. Let's take it to the right with elbows. Stay here. Open long arms. Bring the hands back. Open long arms. Bring the hands back. Open, in, one more, open, in, come center and up. Take it left, hold here, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, and in, come center, reach up, inhale, exhale, bring your hands to your thighs, and fold forward as far or as little as you want. Fold forward and then let your hands roll down your legs and just release. Start to move around in this forward fold here. You could be up here still, that's great too. You could be all the way down. Just let things loosen up. Nod your head yes and no. Let everything go. Bring your hands to your hips, come halfway up from wherever you are, and then come the rest of the way up. And let's take those legs together. Give them a break here. Inhale and exhale. Take several breaths. How's everybody doing? Are we okay? All right. Okay, so we're going to spend some time now seated. So come to the top of your mat. Look around. First, as we usually do, feel into your body. Make sure if anything else wants to wiggle or move around. If you want anything near you when we come into final relaxation or our finishing poses, have that nearby. And then come to the top of your mat. See what your energy is doing now. It might be a little high because that was, a lot of very muscular and some intense work that we've been doing. So let your breath settle your energy, smooth it out. Float the arms up, inhale. Exhale, swan dive. Take a half lift. Bend at the knees and hips. Bring your hands down and either go into a vinyasa or take your legs back and come into down dog. If you don't want to vinyasa and you've had it with down dog, come into table. Once you get in your down dog, wiggle around. You can take your big toes together, knees to one side, hips to the other. If your knees are down, just wiggle your hips. If you're doing a vinyasa, just take your time. Okay? If you're in down dog, bring your knees down, sit off to the side. We'll all meet back in seated mountain pose. With a nice long spine here. Inhale and exhale. All right, shake it out a little bit. So we're going to do a Janu Shirshasana to open up those inner thighs. So take your right foot, it's either to your left thigh or shin, okay? If this is too much of an angle for the knee, feel free to bring your foot lower. Turn towards your left leg. Now your left knee and your left foot are facing straight up toward the sky. Your turn to face your left leg here. Float the arms up, inhale. Long spine, we're folding from the hip creases. Reach those arms, reach, 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 long. The arms are by the ears right now. Cross at the wrists and hold on to your left leg. So your left hand is inside the leg, your right hand is outside the leg. This is one way of doing it. You might be holding your foot. Sometimes we do it with our hands to the mat, and that's another fine way to do it. Either way, keep your spine long, keep your gaze past your toes. Now release, bring the arms up, inhale. Exhale, hands down. Take your right knee up. There's a hands width distance between your right foot and your left leg, whether the foot is by the calf or the thigh. Take your left hand outside of your right calf, right arm up and back with a long spine. Inhale, exhale, twist to the right. Turn your gaze towards your right shoulder. Now on your next exhale, turn your gaze to the left. And then turn your gaze back to the right. And then release, unwind, right leg forward, give both legs a crazy shake. Janu with the left. So your left foot to the right thigh or calf, right knee and toes are facing straight up. Turn your body to face over your right leg. Inhale, draw the arms up. Long, long spine. You're reaching, reaching, reaching. Cross at the wrists and hold on to your leg. If you don't like this, then you can be somewhere where you do like. You might be higher, you might have your hands on the mat. But keep your gaze past your toes so your spine stays long. Now release, draw the arms up, inhale. Okay, take your left knee up. One hand's with distance. Oh, the foot is one hand's with distance away from the right leg. Hold on to your left leg with your right arm. Left arm up and back. Long, long spine. Twist. Gaze left. Exhale, turn your gaze to the right. Exhale, turn your gaze back to the left. gaze center, release, unwind. Okay, so from here we're going to move into Baddha Konasana, which is the cobbler's pose, feet together. Okay, if this is not your pose, then you can try it with your feet 6 inches apart. That's garland pose instead. Or go back, do one side at a time. Okay, so here we go. Moving into Baddha Konasana, we can start with the heels far away from the pelvis and then bring them closer to our level of comfort here. We want to feel something in those inner thighs. We don't want the knees way up. And we'll hold on to the shins here with a long spine. Inhale and exhale forward. So maybe you're forward enough where you can put your hands on the mat. We're still gazing past the toes. And maybe as you breathe here, you find a little more space. Maybe you don't. If you do, you can walk your hands a little forward. All right, let's walk the hands back. Put one hand under each knee, help the knees up, and move them out around a little bit. Did that make sense, everybody? Baddha Konasana, cobbler's pose. All right, so now we're going to take it down. Bring yourself down to the earth here. Inhale and exhale. Whew. Let's start with the arms long out from the shoulders and the feet mat width distance apart. Take both knees to the right. We'll start gentle. Both knees to the right, gaze left. Come through center. Both knees left, gaze right. Come through center. Now we did a lot of crescent lunging, right? So take both knees to the right and notice your left hip flexor. Can you feel that? Can you feel, yeah, it's getting more of a release. And come center and take both knees to the left. There's your right hip flexor. Should be pretty happy right now. And take it up. Let's windshield wiper over to the right again. Legs right, gaze left. Come center. Legs left, gaze right. And center. All right, now bring your feet back to hip width distance apart. We're going to extend both legs and both arms. Inhale, exhale, draw just the right knee in. Hold on to your shin or your hamstring. Ardha Apanasana. Extend your right leg, both arms long. Left leg in. Ardha Apanasana on the left. Extend arms and legs, both knees in. Now hold on right under your knees. Let your knees come as far away from you as your arms permit and rock side to side. Little massage for the spine here. Come back to center and then draw your knees in close. Wrap your arms around your legs. This is the Apanasana, right? And then we're going to extend everything long, arms and legs long. Inhale. Exhale, both knees in. Find happy baby. Release your hips and happy baby, and find a nice little spinal massage as you rock side to side. All right, releasing out of your happy baby, bring your feet to the mat. Keep your left foot grounded, take your right leg up, point and flex. And circle one direction and the other. bring that foot down, take your other leg up, point and flex, and circle one direction and the other. Bring your foot down. Now take a nice long extension. Extend, extend, extend. Inhale, exhale. Draw your knees in. Come back into Apanasana. Hold here. And now we're going to bring the hands to the knees. The hands won't leave the knees. We take the knees away, press away, to the right, in and to the left, making a circle, circular massage for the spine. And then hold the knees in and go the other way. So we press away to the left, in and to the right. And then just come back to center. Let your hands come down by your side. Let your feet come down to the mat. Let your knees open and close. All right, so you can either stay like this with your feet hip width distance and your knees bent, or take the soles of your feet together and come into Supta Baddha Konasana. All right, so if this doesn't feel good for your back, just bring your knees back up. If you're in Supta Baddha Konasana, or if your knees are up, doesn't matter, touch your thumbs and your index fingers. So you've made a diamond shape, and rest that diamond shape right on your belly and breathe. All right, now go ahead and release your hands. Help your knees back up. Okay, and from a comfortable space, start scanning your body from head to toe. See if there's any final movement that the body is asking for right now, or realignment. Once you come into a nice comfortable space, we're going to do our hand and neck movements. So go ahead and extend your fingers wide, spread them apart, draw them into a gentle fist, extend, gentle fist, extend, wiggle them into a gentle fist, rotate your wrists one direction and the other. Bring your hands down and just let your neck move side to side. Let your head move side to side and see if there's anything left in the neck. Come to center, do one final scan, find your final relaxation position for this practice. Take a nice inhale and a slow exhale. Settle yourself onto the earth and just be in final relaxation. Slowly begin to bring your awareness back to your space. Invite a deeper breath. Gently bring movement back to your body. Take a nice long stretch as you inhale. Draw your knees in, give yourself a hug. Find your way over to a side. And coming back up to a nice easy seat. Take a moment to just tap into your energy. And as you turn your gaze to your own good heart and your bright spirit, thank and honor yourself for your practice, and we thank and honor each other for sharing this time. Namaste.